Hello, this is Ron Paul with your weekly update for Monday, December 25th. Many Americans have been shocked by recent revelations of the extent of sexual harassment in Congress. It is only natural that an immoral system like the welfare warfare state tends to attract individuals likely to practice personal immorality. The welfare warfare state is built on a foundation of taxation and fiat currency controlled by a secretive central bank. While some of the type of the taxation may be necessary to fund a few legitimate functions of government, taking people's money to fund a redistributive welfare state at home and a global empire abroad is nothing more than theft. The Federal Reserve's erosion of purchasing power is also a form of theft. The welfare warfare state also relies on violence. Every law preventing us from living our own lives as we choose, whether forbidding us from working for below minimum wage, preventing us from smoking marijuana, or drinking raw milk, telling private business owners who can and who cannot use what restroom, or requiring us to purchase government-approved health insurance, rests on the threat of force being used against those who refuse to obey. The warfare side of the welfare warfare state is obviously rooted in violence. War inevitably leads to death, including the death of innocents. A permanent warfare state is also the quickest way to lose our liberties. This is why the Founding Fathers counseled against standing armies and foreign entanglements. The neocons and humanitarian interventionists who control our foreign policy have disregarded the wisdom of the founders. They actually promote endless wars, not to protect our security, but to spread democracy and universal human rights. They are impervious to evidence of the failure of military interventions to achieve their goals and indifferent to the human and fiscal cost of endless war. They dismiss the loss of innocent lives, including the death of children, as unavoidable collateral damage while using their influence in the media to spread pro-war propaganda. They also smear their opponents as aiding America's enemies and sympathizing with terrorists. No one holding political power wants to admit the system they support is immoral and a failure. Therefore, defenders of the warfare welfare state rely on lies and deceptions. They ignore all evidence of the failure of big government to accomplish its ends, instead pretending they can fix the system with a few reforms. They also work with allies in the media to promulgate the lie that without the welfare state, the masses would remain poor and uneducated. And without the warfare state, we would be overwhelmed by those who hate us for our freedoms. They never mention that many foreigners hate America because of the suffering caused by our hyper-interventionist foreign policy. Hopefully, the revelations of the sexual misconduct among the welfare warfare state's Capitol Hill and media defenders will lead more Americans to question the morality and the wisdom of allowing the federal government to run the world, run the economy, and run our lives. Thanks for calling this update. A new update is placed on this number, 888-322-1414 every Sunday. The written text can be found on my Ron Paul Institute website and at www.ronpaulinstitute.org and on my Facebook page. Thanks for calling.